The first area I'd like to cover is segmenting your contacts and creating your targeted audiences using the groups feature in CiviCRM. Groups comes in two different flavors. We've got static groups and we've got what we call smart groups. Static groups are groups that are manually created and contacts are added in manually by yourselves in CiviCRM backend, or they sign up via a form. So for example, a newsletter sign up and they get added into the static group. And they remain in the group unless you manually remove them from CiviCRM backend, or the recipient themselves, if sent a mailing via that group, they decide to unsubscribe, only then they get removed from the group. Whereas a smart group is a group which is based on a particular set of search criteria. A smart group is created when you've conducted a search and then you save it as a smart group. And anybody who meets that criteria automatically fall into that group. And if things change on that contact record, they fall out of that criteria, then they fall out of that group. I'm going to create both a static group and a smart group, just for your reference. So to create a group, we go to contacts and manage groups. And I'm going to add a new group called staff as a static group. And I'm going to select mailing list. For visibility for this group, I'm going to leave it as user and user admin only, because it's going to be used for internal purposes only. But you would select public pages if it was, for example, a newsletter group. So I've gone ahead and created a manual static group. And you would only go into that group if we manually add someone. So I'm just going to go to a contact record, select groups, and add this contact to the staff group. They are now part of the static staff group, and they can only be removed by me physically moving them here, or if an email is sent via the system and they unsubscribe, they will be removed. Otherwise, all contacts remain static in the static group. The other type of group, as I mentioned, is a smart group. It's a really powerful feature in Civi, and you can always target the right audience. So the example I'm going to use is I want to send weekly newsletters or monthly newsletters to all of my current members. So other people who are on the database, I don't want them to receive an email, or members who have not renewed, who have expired or lapsed, they shouldn't be receiving these emails either. So my search criteria is based on memberships and membership statuses. So I'm going to keep it simple, and I want to create a smart group based on membership status, so it's equal to new, current, or grace. And I search. That returns 114 records. I'm going to select all 114, and from the actions drop down, I'm going to select the option create smart group, give it a sensible name, and I'm also going to select mailing list, and I'm going to save that smart group. So that's my smart group created. To make sure it's working as expected, I've got a member record here. So if I go to membership, they've got a membership and the status is new. So this contact should fall under that criteria. So if I go to groups and expand smart groups, we can see they fall under the criteria and they're part of the smart group. So I've got my audience now. So tomorrow, if 2 new members decide to join the organization and they meet that criteria, they'll automatically fall into that smart group. And if members decide not to renew and their status changes from current or grace to lapsed or expired, they no longer meet that criteria and they'll automatically fall out of that group. So that's group, static, and smart groups.